Well, howdy folks, welcome back to another video. I am coming at you live from inside the fishing man cave, although it's a super depressing fishing man cave these days. A little barren, don't really have a whole lot going on in here right now. Which kind of funny enough brings me to what we're doing in today's video. You know, I'm a fishing connoisseur. You know what I mean? I like to know what's going on out there in the world. I like to have my finger on the pulse of the fishing universe, you know? And because I've been under the Guggen flag for the last 5 to 7 years, I feel like I've potentially missed some of the new things that have come out over the last couple years. So I was doing a little bit of talking with ChatGPT earlier, and I asked ChatGPT which soft plastic fishing brand has grown the most over the last couple years. The first thing that popped up was Rapala's Crush City. Rapala. Rapala. I'm sure you guys have noticed, but if you walk into any big fishing retail store, right, like Dick's Sporting Goods, Academy Sports and Outdoors, Walmart, Bass Pro, Cabela's, you've probably noticed an increase of Crush City. I know I have. Pretty much every store that I go to where I live, there are just whole end caps full of this new brand called Crush City. So this brand has basically taken the bass fishing world by storm. Everywhere I go, that's the bait that I see, that's the bait that I hear about, and it's endorsed by pro anglers out there who are literally the best of the best. So I feel like Crush City's got all the juice right now. Well, turns out I like juice. In today's video, we're going to purchase every single Crush City lure that they make. We're then going to attempt the ultimate Crush City slam, is what I'm calling it, that I just made up. We're going to attempt to catch a fish on every single different Crush City lure. I hope you guys are ready for this. This is gonna be a wild one. It's probably gonna be a longer video too, because we're not stopping until we get a fish on every single lure. Let's start things out at the only store that really won't kick me out for filming without asking permission. So, Dick's Sporting Goods, everybody. All right, we're here at Dick's Sporting Goods. Time to get to the bottom of this.
What's going on, man?
Don't you film me while I'm filming you. All right, just arrived at the fishing section. Crush City is really making a name for themselves. They're making a huge push to get their product out there. I'm seeing their stuff everywhere. Their branding is super cool. It's new. I have never used Crush City before, so I'm actually looking forward to getting my beak wet a little bit, you know? I want to crush. Another thing I just noticed, Crush City is $5.99, like everything on this end cap. Oh, well, there's a couple that are $6.99. The only thing I don't know is how these things work, how they feel, how they smell. Ooh, a pig stick. I think the only fair thing to do is grab one of each at this point. Grab one of each and try to use them all in a unique, interesting way. Okay, so we got a mooch minnow, we got a pig stick, and we got a freeloader so far. I don't even know what all Crush City makes, so I'm gonna have to like carefully inspect. Ooh, the mayor. What? Okay. Politics, got it. Ooh, cleanup crawl. Ooh, a hedgehog. Ooh, look at that cleanup crawl. Look at that red right there. I'm actually kind of a fan of that. The janitor, is that different than the pig stick? Oh, yes it is. Yep, I'm learning a lot right now about Crush City. Okay, I think I've got every single Crush City soft plastic that they have at this particular store. It's a good start. It's a good start. All right, Academy, let's see what's going on in there. Let's see if they have anything different that we haven't already seen. Ooh, there's a Ned BLT. We haven't seen that one yet either. Okay, I think we got, oh, Bronco Bug, that's new too. I have not seen that one yet either. So we got a couple more new Crush City products right here that we didn't even see at Dick's. Okay, well now we've got a nice selection of Crush City stuff. I think now it's time to go out, do some fishing, rig these things up in a variety of different ways and just see once and for all, how good are these things? Guys, let's take a second and talk about something that we don't always like to talk about, and that's life insurance. Yeah, I get it, not exactly a fun thing to discuss, but it is an important thing, especially when you've got a family depending on you. That's where Fabric by Gerber Life comes in. They have made it shockingly easy to apply for term life insurance. It's all online, and it's only gonna take you 10 minutes to get started. In fact, coverage could be offered instantly with no health exam. No more endless phone calls, no confusing paperwork, No pushy agents trying to upsell you on things that you don't even need. Fabric is fast, it's affordable, and best of all, it's made with parents in mind. Because let's be honest, if you have kids, you've probably got a million other things going on. The last thing you need is another complicated process that you have to deal with. Fabric keeps things simple, straightforward, and stress-free. You can totally customize your coverage to fit your budget, and they're backed by the Western Southern Life Assurance Company. Also, if you're somebody who's a little bit younger and you're in good health, that's actually going to get you a lower rate that you could go ahead and lock in now and have for a very long time. So now is the time to apply, even if you're young and healthy. So if you've been putting it off, don't put it off anymore. Click the link in the top description or just go to meetfabric.com/LOJO. That's meetfabric.com/LOJO. There's a bunch of parents out there that watch this channel. There's a bunch of people that just have loved ones they want to take care of that watch this channel. Get yourself some of the assurance that I have, and I can tell you, it feels good. Big shout out to Fabric by Gerber Life for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. All right, boys, we made it to the pond. We've got all the Crush City baits. We got a juicy pond right up over that berm right there. It's time to rig some of these baits up. All right, it's time to just go bass fishing. And I bet you anything, there are beds out here. There you go. We've got 3, 6, 9 packs of Crush City baits. I kind of want to get to know these baits a little bit today, you know? I want to pull them all out, look at them, and most importantly, see how well they fish. We got a scale with us today too, boys, because this pond right here actually, like, confirmed has 8+ pounders in it, okay? We've seen them before. Now, I've only got a braid combo and a fluorocarbon combo, so I'm gonna have to be kind of simplistic with how I approach this today. I'm starting to get the juices flowing a little bit here. Why don't we take the old Mayor here, which, gotta be honest, I don't know how I feel about that as a name, but it's interesting, that's for sure. Kind of a flat-sided paddle tail swim bait. Looks pretty good. What if I put it on this little swim bait hook right here, though? Little twist lock, lightly weighted swim bait hook. Because I can retrieve this thing really fast, like across the top of the water, or I can slow it down, let it sink, and just really swim that thing slow on the bottom, too. For the other rig, I think we just need to do a simple Texas rig, mainly because I've already got one tied on, but also because we have so many things to choose from here. I think we gotta try out the old Bronco bug. And for some reason, I feel like that's trying to sound like Bandito bug. I don't know. Now, that thing is interesting looking. Got some big old thick flappers on there. Claws, whatever you want to call that. That's interesting. Green pumpkin blue. Okay. All right, well, that's all right. I like that. And there you are, simple little Texas rig. I'm feeling pretty good about this start right here, boys. We got something fast moving, and we got something slow kind of hopping along the bottom. Oh, dude, this pond looks so juiced. There's grass mats. I might even see some like bedding over here, some bass bed type stuff. Oh, dude, I see beds. Yes, I definitely see beds. Multiple bass beds. Oh, boys. Okay, let me just see if my plan is gonna work at all with this whole top water thing. I'm just kind of thinking if I cast it out there and just retrieve it really fast, like that. So like the tail's kind of flopping, and it can buzz right over these grass mats and stuff too. And I can always just kill it and just let it kind of slowly fall to the bottom. Okay, that thing has a pretty good action. I don't know, you guys tell me, but hopefully y'all can see that. That's actually a pretty solid action. I kind of like skimming it over the top like I'm doing right now. That thing that looks really good. That rig kind of performs better than I thought it would. I'm probably gonna have to slow this thing down to actually get bites, but it's so fun burning it on top of the water like this. Oh, oh, what? Oh, oh, I saw him chase it. He came off. Oh, that was so crazy. Oh, he destroyed my rig. Oh, that was such a sick bite. He didn't quite get it though. So top water is in play, that's what you're telling me. Oh, there's a bass on that bed right there by the dock. That's so sick. It's the first one I've seen so far this year. I'm sure you guys can see that, but that is a bed right there with a bass on it. All right, Bronco Bug, you're up. Oh, I fell right onto the bed off the dock. That was a little bit too hard of an entry. Wow, that first cast was balls. Wow, he just disappeared. They're definitely not very locked on yet, that's for dang sure. Man, there's such a good grass line on the edge of this pond now. None of this used to be here. This is all new grass. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just got hit. Oh, I thought I had him. Jeez, what just? Oh yeah, my bait's all jacked up. I definitely got hit. Yeah, now that's twice now on a bite. I've had the plastic get kind of ripped out of this thing. I'm not a huge fan of that. So slow rolling this thing might actually be the much better option here. I slow rolled it literally one cast and got crushed. Looks like another bed right there. Got those little invisible biting bugs on me. You don't know them things I'm talking about? Them little, whatchamacallits? Oh, oh, something swiped at it. Gosh, right where I landed, a fish swiped at it. There we go. Oh, oh my God, he got my swim bait. I got cranked. Oh, I got a mess right here. Dang, that was a wild swipe of a bite. Just cleanly removed my swim bait off the hook, by the way. That's kind of wild. Bro, how do you even do this? Like, honestly. I've got to be one of the goofiest anglers I've ever met. Like, if you agree. I've got like a double uni knot around this frickin' thing. Dude, I don't even know where one knot ends and where the other one begins. That was the best braid to fluoro leader knot that I've ever done. And it was an accident. All right, well, I kind of want to change it up a little bit. I mean, we know the mayor right here, that thing works. It got a couple bites, but I'm getting bored, so I got to change things up. I really want to see, wait, is this, no, there we go, the pig stick. This is probably the bait that I'm most intrigued about. Their own little stick bait, you know, AKA like the Cinco, the Lunker Log, and there we go. It looks like a stick bait. It's kind of hard to recreate this thing and make it unique. I mean, it just kind of is what it is, but you know, it looks pretty good. But I really want to see how the bass in this pond react to this stick bait. All right, I got this bass right here that I've been looking at for a while. I've seen him a couple times. Let's see if we can bring this stick bait near him. There we go, that might be good right there. Oh. Got him. Come here, buddy. The stick bait, baby. The pig sticker. Look at that silly bass with a pig stick hanging out of his mouth. My goodness. I want you guys to know I've casted at that fish probably 30, 40 times today, maybe even 50 with those first two baits. And this was like my first real good cast at that fish. Are there any doubts about stick baits left out there? I mean, surely nobody's doubting the power of a freaking stick bait anymore. Wow, that was a hard fighting bass for how small he is too. That's so freaking awesome. Somehow that's fish number one. Feels like we've caught more fish by now because we had a lot of bites, but finally got it done. I gotta say, I'm not surprised. I have to be honest, I was not like the hugest fan of some of the names of the baits that I was seeing, but pig stick was by far one of my favorites. I mean, that's just a funny name to call something. And in the Army, we call like a big knife, like a pig sticker, you know, pig stick. I don't know. Maybe you don't get the reference, but yeah, anyways, so fishing's cool. Ooh, ooh, another one. Get him on top of that mat. Oh, the stick bait bite is on fire, boys. Oh, you guys look so weird. I am sorry about that, bro. Bottom of the mouth. Oh man, he turned on that thing. The pig stick. That color's kind of interesting too. It's like a baby bass color. Fish number 2, about the same size as the first one, but gosh, I'm just so happy to catch these fish. It's like 70 degrees out here. Beautiful early spring day. And these male bass are doing their jobs. They're coming up shallow. I think there's just a bunch of random beds in here. Dude, thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Crush City, baby. Crush City. We may have found ourselves a new favorite stick bait, boys. There we go, right there. Anybody home? It's always so cool to get up close and personal with a bed. This is so clearly the beginning stages of a bass bed. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh no, he's around the pylon. Okay, we got him. Whoa. Wow, look at that bass. Look how dark that bass is. With a side salad, baby. Come on. Now that bass was sitting there right off that little overgrown drain pipe right there, just to the left. And you can like tell that he lives in stuff like this right here because he's just a whole different shade darker than those last two we just caught. Okay, well the pig stick has come through and just proven its worth big time, and immediately catches 3, obviously not big fish, but still 3 fish nonetheless. NFG. See, he gets it. I really don't even want to stop throwing this bait right now, but just in the spirit of this video, I want to try to use as many of these Crush City lures as I possibly can. And this thing has already proven to me that I will definitely be using them again. I guess we need to try a very light weighted Texas rig and try one of these hedgehogs, a little creature bait. Man, I don't think we've used anything black and blue yet. This pond's a little dirty, so that might be beneficial. Well, look at that crazy thing. Wow. Okay, yeah, pretty cool looking. Oh yeah, boys. Now we can access the whole backside of this pond that we really couldn't even reach from the dock over there. Well, there's definitely gonna be fish back here. Got him! Bit it right at the end. What in the world? That was such an odd bite. Let's go. One for the freeloader. All right. Man, I am hoisting them in with a mouthful of salad. Finally got one though. We've had a bunch of bites on top water, but we finally got one to eat enough to get the hook in him. He's bleeding a little bit, but he wasn't gut hooked, so I think he'll be fine. Hard fighting, aggressive fish in these grass mats. Ooh, now he's firing up. There you go, buddy. I'm gonna kind of just toss you out there so you get to the deeper water. There he goes. Oh boy. Oh, we got pig sticks, trench dogs, and freaking freeloaders. We are just living life right now. So on that bite, I kind of was waking it, you know, it was like right underneath the surface. Not even quite a topwater bite, I guess. But man, he just freaking chased that thing down, like hawked it down, and ooh. That's how it goes. Catch a fish, throw a bird's nest, whatever. We hadn't really been seeing those big ones yet, but I know they're out here. I mean, the thing looks good. You can't argue that. It's got a
great wobble to it. Does its job really well, which with a paddle tail, you know, that's a big part of it. But whether you're retrieving it super slow, you know, or burning it, the thing just looks good. I'm a fan. That's 2 baits I'm a fan of now. Let's get the old hog in the mix. The battle hog. Whatever it's called. I'm butchering these names right now. Oh, did I just get hit? I did! I got hit on the retrieve. They're fired up. Oh my gosh. That happened so fast. I wasn't ready for it at all. I was reeling it in and it got to these little grass patches right here, that little hole. And man, this joker just ran it down. He wanted to go hog hunting. Look at that, my guy. That's a little bit of a smaller lengthwise, but he's probably built the best of any of them. Dude, the bite has just turned on all of a sudden. We've been grinding out here for the last couple hours and really haven't had a lot of success. And the last 30 minutes, we've just been on him. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh yeah, he splashed me real good. It's okay, I accept it. I catch him, he splashes me. Seems like a fair trade. Apparently it looks really good when you swim it. Wasn't bouncing it, I was just swimming it. Oh yeah, so it's got the 2 little back flippers, the long ones right here, and those things just have a crazy swimming action. It's interesting, the size of this little brush hog bait thing. It's a little bit smaller than I would like it to be lengthwise, but I mean, the action that it has is obviously really good. Wow, giant topwater blow up right over there. Oh, I'm in it. Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. And I got the topwater right here. If that's what they want, I'll give them what they want. Wow, delayed reaction on my part. Another topwater snatch job. These fish are fired up. And I just slammed my rod butt in mud, AKA mud butt. There we go. This fish is really tore up from like tail to head. It's got a bunch of different scars on him. Really cool, healthy fish though. All of them have been amazing. These fish are just freaking eaters, man. That's what they are. They're just straight up eaters. Man, it feels so good to be catching fish, you know, just this time of year, early spring. There's fish everywhere. I hope all you guys are out there freaking ripping lips and chasing them down this spring. Good luck to each and every single one of you. I hope you catch a freaking PB this year. Oh my gosh. That's embarrassing. Oh yeah, that's probably a fray in my line the size of Texas. I kind of thought I felt like a pine and then just wanted to kind of lean into it and took out a couple tree branches and only broke my rod tip in 2 places. So, you know, it's fine. All right, well, we went ahead and did a little spot change and we changed up a couple of our rigs. So I got all the baits sitting right here that we have not yet caught a fish on. One of them is the old freeloader, which I didn't realize it, but does not have a tail. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like a trailer or if it's supposed to be used like a fluke, which is kind of how I've got it rigged up here with like a little 1/4 ounce belly weighted fluke setup. So we'll see about that. And I'm torn between the cleanup craw and the janitor. Just feel like I need to catch a fish on a craw. And its color is kind of interesting. Okay, looks pretty good to me. If we see a bass bed or something, we'll have a little something to flip on there. Really, either one of these rigs would be good if we see a bass bed. I'm heading down to this creek that is notorious for having some early spawning activity and having a few big fish in it, seemingly every year, bedding up shallow here. Let's walk out here on this little bridge and see what we see. There's a lot of water in this creek right now. I think I want to throw this little fluke first. I think I just got eaten on impact. Is that even possible? Of course it's possible. Oh, come on, Daiwa. Don't do this to me. Like, I went for that first twitch on that first cast, and I was getting pulled back against. Got him. Come here, buddy. I was getting popped over there just about every time I casted. Okay, definitely not the size we're after in this creek, but it's a good start to know there's fish in here. Got him on the little freeloader. I really like the way this thing looks as a fluke. I'm telling you, I really, really like it a lot. See you later, buddy. Thank you for helping me check this bait off the list. I'm gonna have to remember this setup for future reference though. In a creek like this, or like a shallow area that's maybe like a spawning flat or something, spawning cove, such a good bait. Oh, boo, that was a stick fish. I just love how easy it is to like keep it up out of the grass and keep it clean as I pull my line out of a tree, but that has nothing to do with the rig or the lure. That's just me being really dumb. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Oh my gosh. Whew, it's a snag. Okay, well, that rig was good enough for one fish. And for that, I am forever grateful. I think I'm ready to flip this little crawl around anyways. Definitely seeing some bass cruising around the outer edges of this shallow water. Okay, we got some good claw flappage. I don't know about you, but on my crawfish bait, I want some good claw flappage. But if I can make some like precise, accurate flips into some of these pieces of grass and just lay downs and stuff, just feel like we're gonna come across a bass somewhere in this creek. Oh, I'm eating. Does he still have me? No, he dropped it. Oh my gosh. I'm like zoning out and I have a fish running with it. Dumbass of the Year award goes to me. Dang it. I also switched this up to a weightless Texas rig, and I put that little janitor trick worm on there. Easy there, Bumblebee. Getting a little too close now. I love a good weightless finesse worm in the springtime. Ooh. I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry that we had to do that to you. Ow, I know. Ow! He got me with the hook. Good one, bro. Oh, God, he got me so good. That little trick worm got pulverized by this guy upon entry to the water. I think the worm is just about as long as he is. Well, there we go. The weightless worm setup, huh? So that's definitely something. Just feel like if that lands near any bass, it's gonna be such a quiet entry in the water. They're not gonna get spooked. They're just gonna turn around and eat it, you know? I just got eaten again. I did. Yanked it out of his mouth. It's probably another tiny one. We need to get away from these tiny ones. He was nibbling for a while, so I don't know. Just kind of hitting this shade and grass edge right here. There's a lot of activity. Either way, we are one step closer now that we've caught a fish with that janitor. I think we've got either 2 or 3 baits left that we have not caught fish with. We're chipping away though. Fish. No, come off that log. There you go. Yes, sir. Little bit of a size upgrade here. No. Dude, you're a little tank, bro. I knew if I walked down here and got a little closer to the water, I could access some of these banks and shallow areas a little bit better than from the bridge. There we go. Nicest fish in this creek so far. That was a cool little fight. Thick fish too. See you later, buddy. All right, boys and girls, it is the next day, and I obviously switched ponds that I'm fishing as well. Also keeping it a little bit more simple today, I just brought the one rod. That's it. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I only have left the craw, the Bronco bug, which I have a couple in my pocket right here, and I might be forgetting one, but I think that's all we have left to try to catch a fish on. So I'm just gonna work this pond all morning. Got a great morning. It's cloudy, overcast, rained a little bit last night, but it's still warm. So I'm gonna try to bounce this thing around the edge of the bank and just kind of maybe even swim it a little bit and try to catch a fish that's up shallow trying to bed down. One thing I really like about this craw already is how well it swims. I'm a big fan of swimming my craws, and the little pinchers have some little like paddles on them, and it really works well when you swim it. Just you're doing one of those little things. You guys can maybe see what I mean right here. Just look at how good those claws just swim and flap when you straight retrieve it back. All the pollen on the water. Wonder if springtime's here yet. That's how I always know. I wake up one morning and I just can't breathe out of my nose. Oh, we're 8. The stupidest hook set of all time. Nice fish too. Came out of that little creek right there. Little creek opening. Come on. Come on up here with daddy. There's a big drainage pipe right there. And my guy ate that craw on entry. Not a big one, but looks like it should be a big one. Got a big old tail fin. Long fish. Splash me a little bit. Nicely done, craw. I like you. This might be my favorite one of the Crush City baits that I've used, actually, is their craw. The action that it puts off is just really good. I also like how compact it is, like the shape of this part, the part that the hook goes in. I don't know, I like it. I'm a big fan, big fan. Oh, nice flip there. But did you guys notice I fumbled, like my hands, I fumbled. I was like trying to, I don't know what I was trying to do before I set the hook. I was trying to get my hands right. We are chipping away at this little challenge we got going on and this slam that we got going on. We might actually complete this thing. Ate again. Another one over there on that bank. Ate it the same way too. Look at him dig. Woo! Little buck bass, maybe doing a little bit of bed garden over there, perhaps. Gosh, look how skinny that fish is. All right, well, let's get rid of you. Maybe mama's back there on the bed. Yep, I really like this bait. It's official. Just making a lot of casts on these banks. along the grass edge and just kind of imagining that there could be a bass bed anywhere along the line there. And really, if I don't get bit within the first few seconds of that bank cast, I'm just reeling it in and making another cast like, you know, 5 yards down, or maybe not even that far, maybe like 2 yards down. Man, springtime bass fishing is so much freaking fun, dude. I guess this would be a good time to switch to the Bronco Bug, although this right here, I'm gonna keep a few bags of these with me at all times over the next month. And in theory, the Bronco Bug should work. I mean, it's very similarly shaped. I'm just not a big fan of these flappers, these big thick ones. They're just kind of clunky to me. But hey, who knows? Oh, bro, what is this? There's a bass on the bank. Deader than you know what. What the heck? Anybody home? Hey, that's so odd. I mean, it's not filleted, and if it was pulled out by like a bird or a creature, it hasn't really been chewed on. It's in pretty good shape. What the heck? Wow. Oh, that's a fish. Right off that brush. Come here, buddy. The Bronco Bug. The Bronco Bug is what they call it. Yes, I missed your eye. Thank goodness. Oh. The Bronco Bug finally came through for me. I think that's the lure that I started with. It's kind of funny that it's one of the last ones that was left on the challenge list. Smallest fish so far out of this pond, but man, bit it like a ton of bricks. I made a little flip just to the right of the little trees in the water right there, the brush, and man, he just smacked it. Bronco Bug, give it a hug. Okay, I'm still not the biggest fan of this thing, just the way it's shaped, but dude, who really cares? That's, at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, it can work, obviously. That's what I love showing at the end of the day. No matter how badly reviewed something is, no matter how much crap people talk about it, at the end of the day, you can make a lure work, okay? You can get it done. And just because I don't like it, doesn't mean that you won't love it. What's funny is I made a million casts over here at that tree with the orange craw a minute ago and didn't get bit. So that's kind of funny that the Bronco Bug was actually the one to get bit right there. I sure would like to upgrade size though. I would actually like to see some big springtime bass. This pond's got them. Oh, that's no, oh, I had one, he dropped it. Gosh, had it on impact. That's frustrating. Let's try to make that same cast. I just had eyes on 3 bass right down here. One of them was a very good fish. Of course, I don't see any of them. Oh. Well, there was one of them, but that's not a big one. The Bronco Bug comes in off the bench and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Wow, you almost didn't need any help getting back. I was gonna let you do it just for your own pride. Look how close you came. Look how close you came." Okay, well, there was a much bigger one than this kind of circling around down here a minute ago, but this is not that one. But hey, there's a little bed right there. One of the ones this guy's trying to guard. I don't know. See you later, buddy. Thank you for eating my Bronco Bug. Well, for this one being my least favorite lure, it is kind of making a comeback right now. All right, well, apparently there's a giant storm rolling in, like a really bad, severe thunderstorm. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here before I find out how bad it's gonna be. Let's head on back to the house really quick though, because I wanna go and do a recap. And I wanna hear your thoughts in the comment section, so don't leave yet. Let's head back to my house. Let's have a conversation about Crush City baits. All right, this is all that remains from our little Crush City challenge today. And as you can see, I mean, we ripped through a lot of baits trying to get this video and this challenge filmed. So in total, there was 9 different Crush City baits that we started with. I have a confession to make, boys. I made a huge mistake, and I deceived you all. I fooled you. I'm a piece of human garbage, basically. I forgot about the Ned BLT. I totally forgot that I bought that lure. I don't know if it fell between my seats of my truck, or if I'm just a moron and I'm not capable of finesse fishing. But technically I failed the slam because I never even used the Ned BLT worm, which is a super bummer because I thought that I had completed the slam. Turns out we only caught fish on 8 of the 9 different Crush City lures. So I'm a failure. What else is new? But let's talk about the lures themselves. So I'm gonna start off with the Hedgehog, right? The creature bait. Definitely one of my favorite lures out of this batch. I really like all the appendages, love the action that it gets while you swim it. Moving on to the Mooch Minnow, which was a very fine lure. I mean, that type of lure is not really my favorite, although I can definitely use it. I would give that a nice B- because it's just something I wouldn't use every day. Next up, you have the Pig Stick, all right? The stick bait. And from the moment that I tied this thing on and started flipping it around, it started catching fish. For that stick bait, I give a solid A+ grade. I'm definitely gonna be using those again. Moving on to the finesse worm, the Janitor. This thing was really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit, especially the color that I got, that sprayed grass with the purple on there. It caught a lot of fish. I love a good finesse worm. I give that bait an A-. Then you've got the Cleanup Crawl, which was also another one of my really favorite lures out of this bunch. Loved the compact design, loved how much the claws flap in the water when you retrieve it. I give the Cleanup Crawl a solid A grade. Then we start getting to the baits that I was not the hugest fan of. First of all, the Bronco Bug was by far my least favorite, and that's not to say it's a bad lure or anything. I'm just saying was not a big fan of the shape of it, the shape of the claws, how thick and clunky they were. I give that a solid C-. And even then, that's a passing grade because we did end up catching fish on it, but that was my least favorite lure, hands down, of the entire bunch out of Crush City. Also, the Freeloader wasn't my favorite either, the little fluke style bait. I mean, it was missing a tail. It didn't have a tail of any kind, and I guess that's good in certain situations, but I was not personally the biggest fan of that. I give the Freeloader a C, based on the fact that I just wish it had some type of a split tail or just something. And the plastic seemed like it was a little bit not as tough as you'd like it to be. I was kind of having some rippage. And the last thing was the Mayor, which was the paddle tail swim bait, which I actually liked that a lot too. I rigged it up for top water, and I was just kind of using it as a wake bait, just a subsurface reeling bait. I give that thing an A- because it was absolutely phenomenal. The action was great, but once again, the durability kind of seemed like it was a question, like it kept tearing on me. So all in all, boys, it was a lot of fun using all these Crush City lures and almost completing the slam. Guys, make sure you're checking out NFG. That is the brand that I am part owner of. And now that these walls are empty and there's no more flags being flown, this is the only thing left that I have that is me, is the NFG brand. And we've got some really exciting things coming up. So I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me personally and the brand. The Whatnot streams that we've been doing have been crazy. Hope to see more of you guys on those streams in the future. And as always, there's gonna be a lot more fishing content coming too. It's springtime, the big bass are coming up. We recently broke the pond PB. Holly caught an almost 7-pounder out of our backyard pond. So things are heating up in the fishing world. Guys, thank you so much for being here as always. You guys are the reason that I'm here, and I love each and every single one of you. It was so great seeing all of you at the Classic. I've talked way too long in this outro, boys. I'm out of here. See you in the next video. Peace.